What's up, you lovely people? So, lately I have been catching myself falling into a trap, and it's a trap that I think a lot of you watching this video also fall victim to, especially if you're anything like me and consider yourself a very high performer or someone who ties a lot of their value in life to output and getting things done. And that is something that I call false productivity. Now, before we dive into this video that I think is going to hit home with a lot of you, especially if you clicked on this. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Carson. I started this channel basically as a way to talk about the things I'm going through, the things I'm learning, the mistakes I'm making in an effort to hopefully make sure you don't make those same mistakes and become the best version of yourself just a little bit faster. So, my entire life, I've always kind of just been the type of person who likes to get a lot done. But these past few weeks, something has kind of been a little bit more apparent to me as I become a little bit more conscious about it. And that is that I will go into my office, I will sit in front of my computer, and I will just start working on some random stuff. Stuff that doesn't inherently need to be done after I finish all my work, just working to work. And what I found is a lot of that time, the stuff that I'm doing is not needed, nor is it productive. I will just do it because it gives me some sort of self-worth. Because when I complete that task, when I mark it off on my to-do list, I get that feeling like I'm doing something. I'm fulfilling what I should be doing. Because there's a part of me deep down that is insecure. A part of me that only allows myself to be happy or have fun once I have completed this arbitrary amount of work. So it's really revealed to me that I have this strange addiction with getting stuff done in order to make myself feel better. And I think a lot of you watching this might also have that same problem, which is why you are here watching this today. For some reason, our society glorifies constant action. And if you, even for a split second, stop doing something, then you're slacking off. You're not reaching your full potential. You try to fill every tiny little minute with these tasks just so that you can feel accomplished. Because you, like me, might tie your sense of self-worth to accomplishment instead of just life itself. So I had to sit down and do a little bit of thinking because I realized that this is not a healthy cycle, first of all. It's not sustainable, but it also means there's something deep down inside of me which needs to be unveiled, that I tie so much of my value to work as a whole. And what I found is productivity doesn't make you successful. In fact, this thing that is success that we all are trying to chase, most of the time we don't even know exactly what that is. A couple months ago, I had this really big phase where I was trying to figure out exactly what my version of success was, and I made a ton of videos about that if that is interesting to you. Because a lot of people on paper, it's just like, oh yeah, success equals money. But that's not the case. For some people, success might be freedom. It might be having a family. Success means different things for different people. When your version of success is one thing, let's say it's money, and you look at other people's lives that have different versions of success, you often look at them like, oh, why are they wasting their life? Why are they not chasing this? Why are they slacking off so much? That's because our versions of success do not align. And chances are that person is looking right back at you saying the exact same thing. Why is that person dedicating their entire life to making money? There's so much more out there in the world. That's why we can't judge other people. But that's also why we have to figure out what our version of success is. Because when we can figure out our version of success, we can base all of our actions off of that. Long story short, I figured out my version of success is some sort of freedom, being able to do what I want when I want, anytime I want. So, me sitting in front of my computer cooped up to be productive, that's not very freedom. That's about the complete opposite of freedom. So now that I've tied these two things together, and you can kind of use this for anything in life, which is why I'm making this video, but once you have these two things, you can tie them together and use that to overcome it. When I'm sitting there in front of my computer doing arbitrary work from now on, I need to remind myself, this is not your version of success. You don't need to be doing this work in order to be successful. Because success is getting your work done as fast as you can and then getting out there and enjoying whatever it is you want to do. If that's laying on the couch and watching a movie, awesome. If that's going out and doing an activity, fantastic. But whatever it is, don't tie yourself down to this computer, getting rid of any of the freedom you've created in the past just for some sort of future freedom that you think you're going to give yourself when you're really not. So just a little bit of an interesting thing to think about. And I want you guys to do the same thing in your life, because I think you're going to uncover a lot about yourself. And the best way that I do this in my life for kind of my scenario, if that resonates with you, is I will try to plan. I'll plan my morning the night before. That way I know exactly what I need to get done the next day. I can get that done as fast as possible. Once I complete those tasks, I'm home free and can do what I want, whether that's work, whether it's something else. So try to set out a plan if that's what you struggle with. Or if it's something else, comment it down below. I'm very interested to hear what you uncovered from this video. This was a little bit of a rant, as always. That's kind of what this channel is all about, and I freaking love it. So I hope you enjoy it too. It seems like my last video resonated with a lot of you. So for those of you who saw that and it helped you, I'm glad it helped, and I'm super happy to have you here. With that said, I got a new lens. I'm gonna try it out. Let me know what you think. It's a little more cropped, but kind of feel just like a floating head. But this isn't the best angle, so don't judge me off of this. Anyways, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you learned at least one thing new with this video. For those of you who might feel stuck, like you have some more purpose in life but don't exactly know how to get there, I have a quiz down in the description of this video that might be able to help you out. So give it a try and hopefully it helps you guys out. It's completely free, by the way, so you're welcome. Anyways, with that said, I will see you all in the next video. Peace.